Hello everyone, welcome to the first official video on our channel. Today is the 14th of December, and we will be talking about the 5 games that will take place on the 15th of December in the Turkish Airlines Euroleague. Obviously there are some great games, and there are some there are some games where the outcome is a bit, you can quite tell the outcome of the game, but obviously this is sports and you can never fully be confident in the outcome of a game. But we're still going to review all the games, and I will give my opinion and what I think. I will just have a little chat about the round 14 games. By the way, I have this ulcer in my mouth, and I really struggle while I'm speaking, so my apologies if you can't really pick out certain words throughout the video. It's just because I'm in pain. But I want to start off with Zalgiris against Baskonia. Obviously, Zalgiris have had a very, very, very good game against Panathinaikos the last week. Overall, both Zalgiris and Baskonia have won the same amount of games. Obviously, Zalgiris will try to build some momentum after the 6-game losing streak, but we know that because of the pandemic, anything can happen. So if there wasn't the pandemic going on, we would be confident about Zalgiris win because of the fans, and we know how passionate the fans are and how the fans of Zalgiris can really help the team, if that makes sense. But I think this game will be very close, but I'm still going to go with Baskonia, because Baskonia have a great team and the depth of the squad is phenomenal compared to Zalgiris. Obviously, the thing with Zalgiris team is that you really can't trust them, if that makes sense, because one game they might be playing spectacular, but the very next game they might just not show up. But with Baskonia, they're more well built, if that makes sense. So my prediction is Baskonia win. So I think we should move on to the next game. Zvezda against Alba Berlin. The the Red Star Belgrade have had a very, very, very upsetting game against Olympiacos the other day. They're obviously looking to turn things around on Tuesday against Alba Berlin, and Alba Berlin won against some might say a weak Fenerbahce side, and they won by over 30 points, which was quite surprising to everyone actually. But I'm still going to go with a Red Star Belgrade win, because and even though they've lost 9 games, I still believe that they they have what it takes to win against a team like Alba Berlin. I think we should move on to the next game, which is Panathinaikos against Real Madrid. As many of you know, Real Madrid have had a very, very bad start to the season, but they've managed to turn things around after losing 5 games. And Panathinaikos played an awful game, if I'm being honest, against Zalgiris. They were down by 10 points in the first half, but they managed to turn things around in the second half. But then in the fourth quarter, in the fourth quarter, felt like the team lost the momentum and just lost the game against Zalgiris, which to some was seen as a game that Panathinaikos could have won very easily, but their poor form will obviously make things easier for Real Madrid. And obviously I'm going to go with the favorites here, which is Real Madrid. Now, the next game, Fenerbahce against Armani Exchange Milan. This game is going to be fun, because even though Armani Exchange Milan have a better squad, considering that Jan Vesely is injured, and he's going to be out for this game, and also Lorenzo Brown is a game time decision. So these 2 key players will be vital for Fenerbahce. But the both of these teams play awful in the second half. So I don't know if any of you have noticed, but Fenerbahce play extremely well in the first half. They might be up by 15 points, 20 points, but something happens to Fenerbahce in the third and the fourth quarter, which makes you think that, was it really the same team that played the first half? And what is funnier is that the exact same goes for Armani Exchange Milan. So Armani Exchange Milan could be up by 10 points in the first half, and in the third quarter and the fourth quarter they just don't show up for the game. If that makes sense. For instance, Fenerbahce Beko against when they played against a strong Zenit side, they were up by almost 20 points in at the end of the first half. But in the second half, especially in the third quarter and the beginning of fourth quarter, they just seemed like they gave up. And the exact same scenario happened against Karşıyaka in the Turkish league, and they lost by. They were up by over 15 points at the end of the first half, and they lost the game literally in the last minute of the game. As I was saying, the same scenario goes for Armani Exchange Milan. They were up by 4 points against a very, very, very strong Barcelona side, and they lost against Barcelona in the last quarter by conceding 21 points and not scoring any points. So it's going to be a very, very, very interesting game. But my choice for this game is definitely going to be with Armani Exchange Milan. I think Armani Exchange Milan have the right key players that will help them get the win against Fenerbahce Beko. Now, for the final game, which obviously is going to be the first game of the night, but I just wanted to keep it to the end, because this is the game of the week, in my opinion. It's CSKA Moscow against Anadolu Efes. Well, if it wasn't for the pandemic, Anadolu Efes, I think pretty much everyone would agree that Anadolu Efes were the favorites to win the Turkish Airlines Euroleague last season. But because Turkish Airlines Euroleague got cancelled, obviously they were unable to win. So I don't know if it's because of the pandemic. I don't know if it's because, Shane Larkin. To me, it seems like Shane Larkin is quite upset at the fact that he's still not in the NBA. I mean, he is, in my opinion, with Mike James, the best player in the EuroLeague, and I think I'm quite certain that both Shane Larkin and Vasily Micic will go to the NBA next season, alongside Mike James. But this game is going to be a very, very, very good game. But as you know, Krunoslav Simon is a game time decision tomorrow, and Krunoslav Simon, even though he's like 35 years old, he's very, very important for the team. So for tomorrow's game, I mean, it's going to be quite controversial, but I think that Anadolu Efes will get the win against CSKA Moscow, a very, very strong CSKA Moscow side that only lost 3 games this season so far. But I think that Shane Larkin will show up for the game against CSKA Moscow, and obviously alongside Vasily Micic and Roderick Boboa, and if Krunoslav Simon plays, he's going to be completing that trio, and that's what I think. Obviously, it's going to be a very, very, close game. So it can go both ways, but I think that Anadolu Efes will win the game against CSKA Moscow. But yeah, these are the 5 games that will take place tomorrow, and hopefully that we will see some very good games, and we will see some great matchups. Hopefully we will talk about hopefully we'll talk about the round 14 games on the 16th of December. But I hope you liked this video, and if you did, please give it a thumbs up, and I would definitely love to hear your comments. I would definitely love to hear what you think of round 14 games on the 15th of December. Just a quick disclaimer, I'm not a professional. I am just giving my opinions, and obviously I don't want you to take any sort of decisions about the outcomes of these games according to what I say, because I'm just giving my personal opinions, and you should definitely not do what I say because it's me who's saying it. I'm just giving my personal opinions according to what I think. So I would definitely encourage you to make your own decisions, and also please do leave your comments down below, and I'm looking forward to upload my next video. So cheers, bye.